Hello, everyone. News Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update. A little bit tardy tonight. I apologize for that. So let's get this thing moving. I got 9:18, I believe, on my clock, so I am a little bit behind, even by my standards. And that also means that I'm going to be running up against that 10 o'clock deadline there to be on the news. So, and then 11 o'clock as well. So we'll get this thing done. I appreciate you for hanging in with me here and being here, even though I'm on late. Chris, thank you from Coopersville. I might have some good news for you, and I think you probably already know all about it, but we'll talk about it. You see what we have on the rundown here for my YouTube and Facebook live updates. This is on 4 platforms, by the way. It's on the News Channel 3 YouTube page, it's on the News Channel 3 Facebook page, and it's on the WWMT Keith Thompson's Facebook page and the Weatherman Keith YouTube page. So there you go. Plenty of opportunities. Jerry, hello to you. I hope you're having a great night as well. Thank you so much. You see what we have on the agenda here. Jackets and shades. That's right. The next couple of days, particularly really 3, might take a step back for a sprinkle or 2 Wednesday. That's mainly, I think, going to be north of I-96. I think the northern half of the lower. But for the most part, really for the next 3 days, we're looking at jackets and shades. It's going to be chilly, but seasonably so. Actually, if anything, a little bit warmer than average. But hey, early November means jacket weather for sure. And then shades, because I think we're going to see a fair amount of sunshine. Antho, hello to you. Here comes the snow. You know what? I think we might be seeing some, at least a rain-snow mix. I'll get into that coming up in just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's still a few days away. Jeanette, good to see you too. Thank you. Sunny day and the moon is great out there, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Ken, hello to you. When are we going to have some snowflakes? Maybe coming down Sunday or Monday. I'll get into that coming up in just a little bit. I know that you saw that 7-day there, Chris, with a huge smile. Eric, great weather today for sure. Galesburg in the house. Eric, thank you for representing here and for checking us out. Thank you so much for being here. Mikey, happy Monday to you too. Thank you so much. Carla, thank you so much. Thanks for the thanks. I'm glad to know that it's meaningful and impactful. I'm hoping that it helps. You know, the idea for Facebook Live is to talk about the weather, of course, but also to do it without the constraints of a 2 to 3 minute weathercast, which is what I usually have, by the way, when I'm on the news there. I get between 2 and 3 minutes. There's not a lot of time to do any kind of extra talking, certainly not a lot of explaining time. So that's why I like to do this one here. Carol, hello to you in Sturgis, and I get to talk to you, everybody out there. I hope you're enjoying your night too. Thanks. Sharon, hello to you. The wind is calming down, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a factor tomorrow. However, Wednesday, I think it will be. We're going to get a little bit breezy again on Wednesday, so mark that down. Ryan and Jackson, yep, a little bit of snow. Everybody's getting excited about it, but I'm telling you, this is not going to be. I don't think anyway. It doesn't look to me to be, snowplow worthy here. But I do think it's going to be the coldest and the best chance that we've had so far this season. Which, of course, the season's still very young for this, but to have some wintry precipitation. Mikey, yeah, happy birthday to you too. I'm glad to. I hope you had a great birthday. Wanda, thank you so much. I know I did not read it. I know I got busted there. I saw the happy Monday to me and to everyone. I did not see that. Your birthday, and happy birthday to you for sure. Mikey, I would sing you a song, but that would be more like a birthday not present instead of a birthday present. So thanks for letting us know, by the way. David, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because it's going to be mixed in with some rain, and we're not talking about uber cold. BC in the house. Timmy, thanks for being here. Trenton, hello to you. When is the average first snowfall in Kalamazoo? I believe that we're getting into the first average 1 inch or greater snowfall in the middle of November. So we're getting close to that time. But boy, does that ever fluctuate. I mean, that you want to talk about something that's impossible to predict well in advance, and that is when we're going to have our first measurable snowfall. Tina, so nice out there. That's hey. Hello to you. I just realized. I was like, who? And then I saw the whole name there. Good to see you. And hello to Addison, too. Thank you so much. Barbara, hello to you. Mikey. I already said hello to you, but happy birthday again. Let's see. Tomorrow morning between Coldwater and Fort Wayne on I-69, Jeanette, your drive is going to be great. Nice drive. It's going to be sunny, but you're going to be going south, so you shouldn't really have too much interference from the sun. If you do, just pull that old visor over. Devin, hello to you. Leaves are definitely falling quick, and that means I need to get outside and rake or to blow them. Steve, okay, I'll check them out. Steve, thank you so much. I hope you put them on my Facebook Messenger there. Bernice, good evening to you. Shinizo, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Lily in the house. Didn't have to wear a good jacket this afternoon. That sun really does a good job on the warmth, huh? Tree stand in the morning. You should be good. It's going to be cold, though. Gwen, hello to you. Shannon, hello. I did have a wonderful weekend. Hope you did, too. And Justin, Broncos won tonight. Excellent. And how about that happy weekend, too? All right, let's go to that live update. There you see what we're dealing with here. Let me move on. Let's talk about downtown Kalamazoo. That's where we're looking right now. All quiet on the western front. This would be the northern front here. This Peregrine Tower cam shooting to the north. Bus stop forecast for Tuesday. Here's what we're looking at. Off to school, chilly. That sun, which had been coming up closer to 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock, now it's coming back, right? So the sunrise tomorrow is at 7:19. And, of course, we know the sunset is super early now, 35. And then heading home, partly sunny. Still a nice day, 57 degrees. And, by the way, that's about 4 degrees warmer than what's typical for this time of year. Let's talk about your highs for the week. Typically low to mid-50s, right around 52, 53 degrees. We're going to be a little warmer than that for the next couple of days, but you see that cold front coming through. Now on Saturday, we're going to see rain and colder air, but then we get another shot of colder air. Now we're starting to talk those Alberta Clippers coming through and giving us a reinforcing shot of a chill, and that with temperatures that are going to be getting colder, sub-freezing, or right at freezing, sub-freezing by Monday morning could give us a little of that rain-snow mix. Listen, I would be more thinking about an accumulation if we were talking about temps going down into the low to mid-20s and staying sub-freezing through the day. And that's not the chill we're talking about for Sunday and Monday. It's going to be cold, but I don't think we're talking accumulation cold, not at this time of the season anyway. So let's see. I'm sorry, I'm missing some comments here. Bangor in the house. Donna, thank you for checking in. Appreciate it so much. Jesse, hey, hello to you from the Berg. Let's see. Frida, hello. Thanks for checking in from Hopkins. Appreciate you very much. How is the 15 going to be? You mean the 15th? Are you talking about November the 15th? That's a little too far out there, Shinnis Joe, if that's what you mean. A little too far out there right now. St. Joe, great weather. Bernice, thanks for checking in. And St. Joe, always love it. And that's always a special place to be, right? A special place to be. All right, let's move on. You see the temperatures there. Our highs, we've been sort of bouncing around average, right? We were a little colder than average about 10 days ago, and then we're up around average, a little bit warmer than average. So, temps really haven't been doing too much of the roller coaster ride. Right now, low to mid 40s inland away from the lake. Hey, guess what? You can tell two things. One, we're getting a west wind, and two, it's a time of the year that the lake is actually warmer than what we have over the land. And so as a result, South Haven at 55, you go about 45 minutes on M43 to Kalamazoo, and you're down to 44 degrees. You go another 30, 40 minutes to Marshall, you're down to 42 degrees. So you get the idea, right? Or if you turn right in Kalamazoo and go south on 131 for about 20 minutes, and in Three Rivers, you're down to 41. So you see the difference that the wind coming off of Lake Michigan has out there right now. Zach, it's going to be 30 degrees in Kansas City. Well, they do get cold there in Kansas City, and they do not have the benefit of Lake Michigan or the Great Lakes, as we do here in the Great Lakes state, to keep us from doing all of this. I mean, our temperatures are moderated by that. Nope, not yet, Jeanette. We're still on baby watch. Arctic Air coming to KC. You bet. That's right. Zach, we're going to get a taste of that, too. Yes, we are. Vicky, hello to you. In South Monterey, my pal in South Monterey. Thank you very much, Vicki, and I appreciate that very much. Rainy Friday for local high school football. The answer to that is yes. Yes. All right, we're going on with our forecast model here. Hold on here. I don't think there we go. All right, we're starting our forecast model Friday at midnight. So this is Friday morning. Notice Friday, 12:15 a.m. We're going to have some rain moving through. Oh, I see your question, though. Eric, this is a good question. Zach, hello to you, by the way, in KC. I'm assuming you're a Chiefs fan. And, yeah, get some cold air there in KC. And so I think you're going to be every bit as cold as we're going to be for early next week. But I think yours is going to be drier. Ben, snow's coming back. Yeah, but it's muted, I think, here at the beginning. It's muted at the beginning. I believe as it usually is, right? Tyra, I am doing great tonight. I hope you are too. Thank you for asking. Rainy for Friday for high school football. Let's see. Friday morning, wet. And so actually, no, I think the field will be wet, Eric, for high school football Friday. But I don't think there'll be any rain coming down. I stopped the clock now Saturday afternoon. Notice it's going to be fairly quiet. There could be a scattered shower or two not far away, maybe northwest Indiana, maybe over in the Chicago area. I think outside of a scattered sprinkle or two Saturday, I think we're just going to be partly sunny. Saturday night, Sunday, that's when we've got some of this precip coming in. And look at this. For the first time, now remember, we are way out in advance here. This is Saturday night. We're at Monday night right now. So this is the GFS model, not Gordon Food Service. It's the Global Forecast System model. And it's calling for a bit of a mix along and north of I-96, turning into maybe some wet snow for Sunday morning. There we go. But again, with temperatures in the mid-30s and with the ground still relatively warm, I just don't think this is going to be a big accumulator. Could be a little messy with some slush. And notice it's going to be hanging around until Sunday afternoon. I think Monday morning we're going to get a reinforcing shot. So it's still a little bit out there. Joanne blew the leaves the other day and your yard looks like it haven't touched. I got to tell you, I still got some leaves on the tree. So that's my excuse to my neighbors who do such a great job making their yard look like carpet. And I look like I've never heard of a leaf blower or a rake, my yard. But I do still have some that are hanging up in the trees. I want them to come down before I get out there with that blower. Because I got to tell you, first of all, I'm not going to rake. I'm too lazy. And I go rent one of those big honking blowers that you walk behind, right, that have the big tires, right? I have to push it. But it gets my yard done in a jiffy. Otherwise, it would take quite a long time. Well, I don't want to rent that thing twice. I'm cheap. So I wait until as many leaves come down as possible. So that means probably this weekend I'm going to be out there. But right now, my yard has a leaf carpet on it. Yeah, Jesse, I don't think there'll be rain coming down during the game. A little chilly in the harbor. Jerry, thank you for checking in. You bet. And it's going to be even chillier. Wait till we get to the weekend. Yeah, I think the snow sticking bin is a bit of a stretch, at least in our neighborhoods here in the southern half of the lower, we'll say. Ron, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. It's going to be slushing. I do think that is a possibility there, Shannon Joe, for sure. I do think that. Matthew, the accumulating snow in the UP. Yeah, now the UP, different story. UP, different story. Yeah, let's get to it, right? Brenda, loving the weather. This weather's been pretty good. That's for sure. That's for sure. Heidi, hello to you. Hello to you. All right, so let's move on. We got that out of the way. So here's what we're looking at right now. We got that system. You can sort of see that rain that's of the system to the east. That's no problem for us. We're in between systems. The next one bringing that cloud shield right now into the Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. I think tomorrow morning we're going to wake to a lot of sunshine, but we'll see that cloud shield start to move in here tomorrow afternoon, so skies will become partly sunny. So we'll say mostly sunny in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon tomorrow. Next couple of days, 3 days, really are not looking bad at all. Friday, some showers as noted with a front coming through, then coming in behind it. There could be a sprinkle or two Saturday, but I think our next shot is going to hold off until late Saturday night. And then Sunday, I think we're looking at a rain-snow mix. Not accumulating, but certainly our first, I think, time that we're going to see a little wintry precipitation. Oh, it just depends, Ben. It depends on the time frame. You know that. It depends on your time frame. If we're talking about a day or two out, I don't mind going with the HRRR with the short range. Otherwise, I sort of like the Euro. I think it just depends. We'll see which one is handling it better. You can feel free to tell me yours. Which one do you like best? I like for them to all be in agreement, so I don't have to pick. But I guess probably it just depends on the system. It depends on the setup. And are we talking about mainly a lake effect event? Are we talking about a system snow? We got to get our jargon legs back on, right? System snow and lake effect. So there's just so many things, in my opinion, Ben, for me, that are variables that have something to say, or factors in which model I prefer, for snowfall. I hope that answers the question. I don't know. Linda, good evening to you. Thanks so much. Oh no, Jerry, all your neighbors' leaves are blowing in. I got you there. Terry, ready for it to snow. Thanks. Have a good night. I appreciate it, Terry. Hope you have a good night too. Yeah, that's true, David. Hey, get out there and test. You better test that snowblower. I got to tell you right now, true confession. My snowblower is in the garage, but it's under a deluge of stuff. So if we were to have a good 5 or 6 inch snow right now, I would be in rubble. But we're not going to have a 5 or 6 inch snowfall. Not the way it looks right now. But you're right, David. This is a good opportunity. Come on. Get out there and crank that thing up and make sure it runs and make sure it can do the job, or else you only have yourself to blame, right? That's right. Election day tomorrow. And thank you, Joanne, for being at the polls. Let's have a good turnout. We got a lot of elections going on tomorrow. Jan and Bill, leaves were glistening on the trees. Isn't that beautiful when that happens? Loretta, I am doing well. Thanks very much. Burr, not ready for the snow. But we are into the burr months now, right? Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. No, I do agree with that. I totally agree with that, Ben. And sometimes I just feel like, you get a feel for like, okay, which one handled the last event or two the best? And again, it's, are we talking lake effect event, or are we talking about a good old fashioned whopper that comes up from the south and a system snow? I prefer the system snow any day of the week. So long as we don't get some overrunning and some ice out of the deal, I prefer system snow any day of the week because it's easier to project totals, in my opinion, area wide, rather than trying to hit those lake effect bands. So that's just me. Good conversation though, right? And it's time to talk. We need feet of snow, not inches. Chris is ready, and you better be over there, right? You better be over there in the OC. Jerry did a yard job and got a nice snowblower. Nice, very nice. It is hot chocolate weather for sure. Yeah. I'm all for system snow. Like I said, just so long as it's just snow and we don't get any of that messy mix, because then it gets hard again, right? It gets hard to predict, and I don't ever want to see us have ice. But a good system snow where we get nothing but the white stuff, I'm all for it, because that's pretty easy to predict. Then you look like you're a genius, right? All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. I got 9:35 on the clock, so 25 minutes. I'll be live on Arc West, Michigan. In an hour 25, I'll be live on the Mothership News Channel 3. Hope to catch you on one of those. Jeb Porter, live and in person in the morning with live updates with the latest forecast model data. And then I'll catch up with you again tomorrow night, 5:30, and 6. And then we'll do another Facebook and YouTube live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Until then, let's get some good rest. I hope you have a great night, everybody. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for chiming in. I love to see where you're from and what you're seeing. And thank you for the good wishes as well. I appreciate it all very much. Have a good night, everybody. Let's get some good work done tomorrow. And by this time tomorrow night, we'll be knocking on the door for hump day. And, that's almost like the weekend or something like that. Good night, everybody.